Howdy everyone. All right, so I lied a little bit in the last video. I am not finished with my fiberglass tips. I had forgotten that I still need to finish this vertical stabilizer. So the tip I had already put on, and all I had done so far this morning is install the foam like you see here. So I just did that. The reason I have it on a block and I have my drill motor out over top of it, I noticed when looking at this face of the fiberglass tip in relation to the rest of the vertical stabilizer, it had a little bit of it sagged for a little bit, for less of a better word, for lack of a better word. The entire fiberglass tip in relation to the vertical stabilizer was kind of sagging. So with the foam in place and with that epoxy flocks mixture still wet, I put it up on a block, put my drill motor over top of it, and that kind of pulled up on this edge here and got this more in alignment with the rest of the rudder. So it looks a lot better. I'm going to let it dry like that. And then I'll do the same process where I'll put this up in this orientation, level that edge of the fiberglass, and then fill in the rest of it with just clear epoxy after a few days, after this has had a good enough time to set up. The other thing that I lied about was I had said that I was going to move on to something new, which is not correct. I am still working on landing gear. I'm moving into the brake aspect of it, but that's still part of the landing gear. So nothing new, I'm just making progress. One thing of note, I had gone ahead and installed these brake brackets onto the landing gear. I did that way too early. I had to actually pull this bolt out because there's work that needs to be done in here before you permanently attach this. In my personal opinion, the written instructions are very lacking in this aspect, and I think the prints are very much lacking information for this particular step. It's not really clear how a lot of this goes together and what the sequence is to get it together without having to take things apart multiple times. So what I think I'll do, I'll work through that through its entirety with one leg. And then when I duplicate that, sorry. When I duplicate that, so this is why I love this time of year. Anyway, I'll do one leg in its entirety, work through it completely, and then when I do the other leg, I'll do the filming and tell you what kind of things I've run into. So that's what I'm doing now. I've got this epoxy drying, and while that's setting up and doing its thing, I'm going to continue on with this landing gear, brake, wheel buildup. All right, talk to you guys later.